day 14.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
It's our last day, our going home day. It's 20 to 8. We're heading for the bus for EPCOT. Our plan, fingers crossed, is to get on Frozen, because we've not been on it this holiday, and walk into a wall, fall down the stairs. So our plan is to get on Frozen and hopefully get on Guardians before we leave. There are buses already running, park open to 8:30, so we're on our way.
Minutes to walk through all the line.
Not even that.
Just one stop. Maybe go get a checked out just to double check.
There you go, here. Happy summer snow day from me to you. If you're Anna and Elsa are happy excited to see you. Yeah, sure.
Us has made a magic winter show with summer snow for Sven and me and you and you and you, all of you. See you there. I love true and frozen love.
This is a different ride when I was
Finally do what frozen things do in summer.
we've just come off Frozen. We are now, or I am at least, waiting for Mexico to open. I'm gonna do the Grand Fiesta tour before I leave, might as well. And then fingers crossed, boarding is 1 to 24 at the minute for Guardians. Hold your breath. So it only opens at 9:30, not 9. We move on. I also feel that when I give you guys a clean, I should have done my own glasses because I can't see. So as you can tell, I'm no longer at EPCOT. I've had to go to Disney Springs to buy a new suitcase because I've run out of space. So, extra luggage has been purchased. Luckily I've got late checkout so that I only have to check out of the room at 1:45. I'm being picked up at 2:50, so I'm going to pack, head down for some lunch, drop my cases off at the front, and then I'm going to actually go and get in the pool. It's took me 2 weeks, but I'm actually going to do it. So I'm just waiting for the bus back to Coronardo. So we'll see how long we wait. So while we have some time, I thought I'd do a bit of a resort tour. It's not going to be the best. And we're starting from the convention centre rather than the main lobby because I'm on my way to the pool, so if I walk round and then do the lobby on the way out. There we go. So start at the convention centre, work out across, so on and so forth. The convention centre is through those doors. It's quite a big convention centre. And you can turn right for Casitas Buildings, which is where I was. So we come round this way. And on the right you have Rick's, and on the left you have El Mercado, the main restaurant, quick service. To the left, Maya Grill. We're turning to the right, which will take us past Cafe Rick's, which is closed a lot of the time. And into what used to be the main check-in area. Quite a nice area with lots of seating, lots of USBs and plugs round to the shop. So coming back out the shop, we're going to come out this door, this one, between the Christmas trees. Which puts us out in front of the Laguna Bar. Wow, it is bright. So what I'm going to do, because I do only have an hour left, is I'm going to walk across the bridge, but I'm going to point you into the directions that they are. And also show you this map. So we stayed in Casitas 1, which was here. The pretty fountain was there. And then Casitas Building Pools was there. And there's the bus stop. So, over the bridge. It is a bit windy, I apologise. I'm actually very glad that we stayed in this resort after the bridges were put in, because it's a hefty resort round a lake, and it's not the smallest of lakes. But to the right is Gran Destino Tower. To the left is Casitas. It's a very pretty resort though. Then there, in front of us, Three Bridges. I would have liked to have tried Three Bridges, but you know as well as I do, we very quickly ran out of time. So there's still Casitas. If you have a look, I know we're further away, but through this gap here is the pool for Casitas buildings. It's only a small quiet pool, but it's actually a quite nice pool. Didn't go in it, I just looked at it. So there it is, Villa del Lago. Pretty fountain. As you look over though, you can see where not cabanas, Casitas ends and ranchos begin. Is it ranchos or rancheros? You know what I mean. Don't be fussy. It's one of the two. From the north. So, ranchos, rancheros. Rancheros sounds better because it sounds like churros. So, and then over to the pool, which there is most likely kids in. So, can't show you that. But I can show you it from a distance. I've also sadly left my GoPro in my luggage case that is with Bell Services. So I'm gonna get in the pool. You won't know, but I need to do it because it's took me 2 weeks to get in the pool. Would also like to point out that this is very pretty. Now I'm going to take a picture. So there you go. There's the sign. There is a volleyball court. Anyone as confused as I am, I think it's ranchos. So from outside the dig site, we're looking at the back side of Three Bridges, the main El Centro, Gran Destino Tower, Casitas, ranchos. The cabanas are over that way, but I'm going to the pool, so we'll walk past the cabanas on the way back. So this is kind of the best view you're going to get of the pool, because I'm not filming where children are, but it's a nice pool. So we've had a little dip. I can officially say I've been in the dig site pool now. So we're out of the pool. Again, there's people in the bathing seats, so I can't show you properly. But this building here is the Siestas Lounge, Siestas Pool Bar. And behind that is a kids play area and the arcade, the pool. Coming round towards the Gran Destino Tower. The restaurant and the lounge that I forgot the name of is right at the top. I'm gonna have to write it in later. Future Leanne needs to help me. Toledo. I think it's Toledo. Toledo and something else up there. Yeah, get me. I don't need future Leanne's help. So round we come. So, as we come round, the theming of the pool is quite cool actually. Well themed. For all it's now December, pool's not cold. We are in Florida, but still. So you can see from this, the dig site, kids pool, the Jaguar slide, the ruins, the playground at the back, Iguana Arcade, Siestas, the ball court, hot tubs, and then the main pool. And this way we're coming towards the cabanas. I also really love this version of Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. So that's another shortcut to the Gran Destino Tower. Or you can go to the Cabanas this way. And there's another bus stop. So we then come to a crossroads. You can either go left to ranchos, you know I have issues, and casitas, or right to the Cabanas. One thing I found about this resort, and to be honest most of Disney at the minute, a lot of the staff are lovely and going out of their way just to help you and talk to you. So I can't show you the first hammock, there is someone in it. Oh, there's someone in the second one as well. Did you look comfortable? The Cabanas. There's a bus stop just through there. Windy. So there's some lovely white sand. And there is some sun lounges. Some lovely hammocks. Which, if I was to attempt to get in them, I would need assistance, and I'm alone right now. Still the ranchos. Still the pretty hammocks. So for all ranchos is one of the last ones to be picked up. They have the hammocks. And it's closer to the dig site. They also have their own pool. And it's close to the tower. But it is the last bus stop before the tower. Even though it's bus stop 4, it's the third one to be picked up. So again, there is people lay around there. But this is the pool for the Cabanas. Small pool again. But quiet, less kids. One thing I have noticed this trip more than ever is how much friendlier the Disney staff are in comparison to the Universal staff, and I think I've noticed it more being alone. So being alone, I have no one to talk to. Like, fair enough, I've not been alone the whole time, but there's been at least 3 days alone. The Disney staff are far more into coming talking to you if you're alone. They'll stand and have a chat. They'll ask you about yourself, about your day. Oh, right. I know you might not be able to see me, but at least I can see. So, Universal staff are far more get you in, get you out, have a nice day, see you later, bye. Sorry for the wind, but I don't think I've had any issues with Disney staff. The only ones I can say have been rude or less helpful, and I can't even say rude, has been the odd one from the college program, and it was in EPCOT, and they was just stood having a conversation. They kind of just wanted to be elsewhere, but they weren't rude. But anyway, we move. Continuing on with our resort, a look around. So here, outside, if you come out of Gran Destino lobby, the campfire where you can do s'mores, chess, checkers, and then over here is where the movies Under the Stars is. There's also like a soccer, football, pool thing, like outdoor sports. I'm not very good at sports. Anyway, into the Gran Destino lobby, of which I wish to point out the lifts or elevators here. You press what floor you want on the outside and then it takes you to it. You don't press any buttons inside. But in we come. Barcelona Lounge is there. Pretty Christmas tree there. stairs are there behind me. Muriel. To the elevator. Out the lift, into the main lobby and check-in area. TV there for the kids. There's USB plugs everywhere. What's happening in the pool? Not the pool, the hotel. Check-in area. Out the doors to the outside. Bell services, guest parking, buses to airports, buses to parks. Cute little things. Such a bell services. The chances of me doing anything pre me dropping my bags off is very slim because I will have 0 hands. So I'll check in with you when I can. So bags are dropped. We're about to go through security and then get the tram over to the other terminal and go in the lounge. Just been in the Delta Sky Lounge. The first lady I spoke to was ridiculously rude. She actually ignored me for about 5 minutes and played on her phone. It was not the same level of service as at Manchester. So we move on. We go to the gate 81. We'll see how it goes.
I would never ask you to give up things. I just wanna give you all I can. There's something about you, baby, and I can't get enough. There's something that you give me and I can't get enough. You don't need to tell me that you love me. I don't mind waiting for it to show. Something about you, baby, and I can't get enough. There's something that you give me and I can't get enough. Ooh yeah, don't tell me I don't stand a chance. Ooh yeah, for you I'll be a different man. Ooh yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. So I wanna start an illusion with you. Yeah, I wanna start an illusion with you. This is where I'm meant to be. You show me the ropes, I hold you tightly. Never let you go or let you down. There's something about you, baby, and I can't get enough. There's something that you give me and I can't get enough. Ooh yeah, don't tell me I don't stand a chance. 'Cause ooh yeah, for you I'll be a different man. Ooh yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. 'Cause I wanna start an illusion with you. Yeah, I'm gonna start an illusion with you. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be.
Hi guys, so as you can tell I am no longer in Disney, I'm at home, which is not great. So I did struggle a little bit in the airport, so the vlog kind of abruptly ended as we was leaving the plane, we had a delay due to the fact that there was people at the back of the plane that was ill. I then got off the plane and then spent a week or so ill, so couldn't finish the video. So now I just sound a bit strange and not well still, but getting better. So I struggled a little bit coming home. Me and Fee got on separate planes. She came home earlier than me via Atlanta, and I came home straight to Manchester. But it turns out when you decide that you're going to buy half of Disney, that trying to wheel it through the airport becomes a little difficult. A lot. I feel sorry for the poor bellboy that unfortunately had to haul my luggage from where I was in the hotel room down to Bell Services. But as you seen, after that we did a nice little resort tour, of which I was really surprised, and this sounds really bad for the fact that I know other members of the team have stayed at Coronardo, but I have to say I was a little dubious going in. I've never stayed at a moderate resort. I've stayed at Value and I've stayed at Deluxe, but never a moderate. In my head, it was really big, really spread out. We were so lucky with where our room was. We had such a nice room as well. It was lovely. As you'll have seen on travel day, I'll link that video so you can see the room tour and what it looked like. But would I stay at Coronardo Springs again? Definitely yes. My only regret is I only got in the pool on the very last day. And when I say I got in the pool, I kind of dipped in, dipped out and continued on my little tour. So I really wish I'd have got more time to spend at the actual resort. Sunshine Flyer. You seen on travel day me heading down how easy it was to find. On the return journey, it was even easier. I walked down to the bus stop. It's signposted, it's really easy to see, and a couple of minutes earlier than it said it would arrive, it was there. Really noticeable buses, all look like trains. They get off, they ask you your name, they load your luggage for you, and you're on. And for all they was early, everybody that was due on was there, and off we went. Would I use Sunshine Flyer again? Yes. The only issue I'm facing with Sunshine Flyer for our future trip in September is that they have time restrictions where they do pickups and don't do pickups, and unfortunately our return journey is out of those hours. So I may be doing a Mia's versus Sunshine Flyer in September. Flying upper class meant that we got access to the Delta Sky Lounge in Orlando Airport. It was absolutely rammed. You could not find a table to yourself. There was 4 solo travellers, all of different plane journeys, all sat around the same table. Some talked to each other and some just listened to the music and tried to sleep. But it was so busy. When you went up to the bar to get a drink, you really had to be getting 2 because of the queue that you had to wait in to actually get the drink. To get to the food was impossible because the queue to the bar actually went past the food. My other issue with Delta Sky Lounge was, as I first approached it, there was a lady that was obviously monitoring how many people was going in and going out, and when I walked up to her it took me at least 2 or 3 minutes to get her attention due to the fact that she was on her phone. Now she was wearing the Delta uniform, but she just wasn't interested and didn't want to be there. And especially when you've spent 2 weeks in Disney, you are not used to that. But anyway, we move on and we move to our flight home. Now, Virgin pretty much always fly from the same area. So you head out, past Outback and over to the right. Slept pretty much the entire way home. I ate and I slept. That was it. The air hostess on the way home was lovely. Absolutely lovely, and she actually let me sleep all the way through, so I missed breakfast. She was so apologetic, but I didn't care. I was sound asleep, and to be honest, it was probably the best night's sleep I'd had in ages. So going out, it was a 10-hour flight. I watched 4 films. Coming home, I watched no films, and I did just stare at my eyelids. Now, as far as the trip goes, my favourite meal has to have been Crystal Palace on the last night. My favourite meal has to have been Crystal Palace on the last night. I think because it was the last seat in, there was virtually no one in, the interaction I got with the characters was incredible, and I would totally book that last slot again. But I do have to say, those cheesy potato things from Chef Mickey's were incredible. Something else that I know you all know I love is that Italian margherita, to the point I've actually tried to recreate it at home. It's not gone well, so any tips would be greatly appreciated. Now, I'm suffering the Disney blues. I'm going to suffer the more I watch this, but I just can't help myself. So I'm going to keep watching, and so should you. Make sure you like this video, give us a thumbs up, let us know in the comments down below what you liked best from my trip, what you are looking forward to from our vlogs in the future. Make sure to share it with your friends and join our Adults Only Facebook group so we can talk about it some more. And remember, from the last official day of my vlog, never grow up.